watch another Transformers movie. I feel that, but hear me out. So I just saw Transformers 1. Let's talk about it. Directed by Josh Cooley. Now, Josh Cooley directed Toy Story 4, and he was one of the screenwriters for Inside Out, the first one. With the voice talents of Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, Jon Hamm, and Lawrence Fishburne. This is the Optimus Prime origin story. Now, the franchise itself is huge. I have no idea how many movies are here, there, everywhere. I have only seen the first 3 Shia LaBeouf movies, and then the one that came out last year, I didn't like that one. But that's all I've seen. This is the Optimus Prime and Megatron origin story in animation form. Do you need to watch any of those previous movies in order to understand what's happening here? No, you do not. I think it would be cool to watch that first movie just to see the full circle, but it's not necessary. You can, if you've never seen a Transformers movie in your entire life, I don't know how you've gone this long and you haven't seen one, you'll be just fine. I promise. So we're meeting Optimus Prime before he's Optimus Prime and before Megatron is Megatron. Right now, they're just Orion Pax and D16. They're best buddies. They're minor bots who can't transform. Orion Pax is desperate to prove himself and wants to be more than what he's always been, which is a minor bot. And D16 just wants to follow protocol. They get themselves in an interesting little predicament. They're on kind of a quest, and it's an opportunity, you know. Orion sees this as an opportunity to rise above where he's always been, and D16 sees it as an opportunity to impress his idol, Centennial Prime. But things go a little crazy, and that's where our story begins. Yes, I know, we are all sick to death of all the franchise films and the sequels and the requels and the prequels and just, you know, the remakes and all that jazz. I know, we're sick and tired. Like, good God, come up with some new ideas, Hollywood. I beg of you. But that was so freaking good. That was solid. That was good. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Like, cross-generational, that's a 4-quadrant movie. I think anybody could enjoy that. It's definitely for boy. That's a boy movie. Definitely made for your middle school boy. Maybe late elementary school. I think your, elementary age kid will do just fine. There are little boys, elementary age, in the theater with me with their dad and their mom. They were having a good old time. There are some jokes in there that I think only adults are going to understand. Not your typical, raunchy jokes that go right over your child's head, but just some like meme kind of jokes that they're going to tickle your funny bone. Your kid's not going to know what's going on, but you will. And it's funny. So I saw it in 3D, and I saw it in 3D because I was going to see it at 5:30, but I'm like, no, I need allergy pills, so I had to go to Walmart. So I just switched my ticket from 5:30 to 6:30, but the 6:30 one was in the Prime Theater that was 3D. So the 3D, I feel like, is not necessary. Nothing's coming at you. It doesn't add to the experience or take away, but it just gives you a little bit of dimension, and I think with this animation, that is a plus. But do you need to see it in 3D? Nah, I don't think so. I highly recommend seeing it on the biggest theater possible. So if you can do this in like Dolby Digital or AMC Prime or even in IMAX, highly recommend doing that. But no, you don't need to see it in 3D. I don't think so. But it's just a solid, good story. I think when it comes to children movies as of late, it seems that writers are afraid to go deep, go in depth, and give a full storyline. We used to get those all the time when we were kids. But it seems like with movies nowadays, they want to dumb things down for children. That was a very intelligent storyline, a very sweet plot, a lot of life lessons in here. There is a bit of violence. I mean, it's Transformers, so it's machines getting cut up and whatnot. Kind of cool, though. I mean, again, your boy is going to love it. There is some language, but it's not that bad. I mean, you have the H word, hell, and then there are moments where he says badassatron, and honestly, it's just funny. I wouldn't even be mad at that. Keegan-Michael Key is hilarious. He's so funny. This was a nice little cast. Like, they blended very well together. So parental units, if you're looking for a movie to watch with your family this weekend, I think this is the movie to see. In terms of, something everyone of all ages can enjoy. Great thick storyline, so mom and dad, you're not going to be bored, you're not going to be irritated. It's like, oh my god, they're all making funny noises. No, very solid, good storyline that everyone can follow along with. Great animation. God, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. They just need to do animation for the rest of the Transformers movies, whatever they're doing here. Same director and everything. This is mighty bold of me to say, but I feel very confident in saying this. Whatever your expectations are for this movie is going to exceed them. I mean, again, I've only seen 4 of the last however many Transformers movies, but this is definitely a huge step up from that last one, and probably the best Transformers movie to date. Like, that was so good. A multi-dimensional story, great animation. I mean, just 10s all around. It was perfection, honestly. It was almost perfection. That was wonderful. That was such a good experience. It was a lot of fun. Moves very well, very fast paced, gets to the point very quickly, unfolds, world builds very well. Stuff like this usually just goes right over my head. Whenever it's like high sci-fi or high fantasy, I'm usually a lost little Easter egg, okay? I don't know where I am. I'm just following along the best I can. That was me with Dune. Don't ask me what was going on. But I was able to follow along just fine. I don't know how to make that make sense. But I was with it 100%. I understood what was going on. I remembered everybody's names. That almost never happens with these kinds of movies in me. Like, I don't remember nobody's name, but I remembered everybody's names. The different elements and plot points they were talking about, I was able to follow along very easily. Like, for people like me who don't do stuff like this, I was good. If this isn't nominated for Best Animated Film at the Oscars, I'm going to throw a whole hissy fit. I almost changed my mind. I was sitting at home like, do I really want to see this? No. But no, I've already committed. I already said I'm going to see it. And honestly, movies like these, because this isn't my forte, I don't watch stuff like this for fun. But I know that I have a lot of parents who follow me. And so watching movies such as these, I know what I have to say can help you make better decisions when it comes to what movies you want to see with your family. So that got me out the door. Honestly, I would watch that again just for me. That was so good. I can't emphasize it enough. Redeeming for this franchise, definitely. Quick side note, if you are a parent and you take your children to see this movie, please let me know, like, boy or girl, how old they are and what they thought. Information like that can help me in the future when I'm reviewing, family films, children's movies. That way I kind of know what to look for and what to hone in on. But yeah, solid, excellent. Like, that's the movie to see this weekend. That is the movie to see this weekend.